Like to call the Zoning Board of Adjustments for June 24th to order. This is what's the request number? Oh, it's fine. Does anyone like to give the invocation?
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for letting us gather here this evening and we got us in our decisions we make this afternoon. Thank you for letting us all be present, and may the Lord bless us when we leave here and safe travels back home. Amen.
I would like to open the floor to hear remarks from visitors not related to today's case. Okay. The opening remarks are closed. Go on to move on to the adoption of meeting minutes from the Zoning Board of Adjustments meeting on April 22nd. Do I hear an A? Do I hear an A? Can I get a motion to approve the Zoning Board of Adjustments from April 22nd, 2024?
I second that motion.
Are we going to do both of them at the same time, or two separate?
Two separate ones, because we have two different meetings.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I hear A? Nays? Motion carries to approve the Zoning Board of Adjustment meeting from April 22nd.
Chairman, who was the second for the motion? Ms. Oster, who was, and Deanna, you were the, okay, thank you.
I would like to propose to approve the meeting minutes from the Special Zoning Board of Adjustments meeting on May 30th, 2024. Do I have a motion? Do I have a second?
Second.
All who say A?
Aye.
Nay? Motion carries to approve the Special Zoning Board of Adjustments on May 30th. At this time, I would like to open the public hearing for request VR 2403. I'd like to go ahead and get the staff report.
Evening, board members. We're here this evening to discuss a variance request for a property at 405 Frank Street here in the city of Terrell. This variance request is for a property that is made up of two lots currently that are 25-foot lots each. If you see on your screens in front of you there and up here on the walls, it shows an outline around the whole property, but if you could take and imagine a dotted line run right down through the middle of that, there's two there that are 25-foot wide. That would make that a 50-foot lot. And in order for someone to be able to build on that 50-foot lot, because the ordinance actually states right now it has to be 65 foot, they have to come in here and ask for a variance of 15 foot to be able to build on that. They've already advised me that they can meet all the other setbacks. The only thing is they just got two 25-foot lots and they need that variance to be able to build. The length of the lot is 120 foot, so it's going to meet the 6,000 square foot that the variance asked for and everything. And that's what we have in front of us. Any questions or? Yes, ma'am.
I have one question. I was not clear in, I read everything, but what's it zoned currently?
SF6.
Okay.
Yeah, single family 6 is zoned right now.
Okay.
So single family 6 zoning right now needs a 65-foot lot width by 100.
And then the future, I was looking at the future purpose map.
The future purpose map, yes, ma'am, it's
Same.
traditional neighborhood. It's what it's zoned out there.
Okay,
The blue area around it and stuff is what they actually call like maybe a church, not a church.
there is a church
There's
across the
church right
street,
now,
yeah.
But future maybe a public school or something like that's what the blue area is on
Okay.
that map.
Thank you.
I have one question. So they haven't already platted?
No, they have not platted. If they get the variance tonight to be able to
They're gonna
build on the,
move forward with
they
it.
have to replat. Thank you for asking. They have to replat this before they can move forward with their building and plans and everything else. It has to be replatted.
Okay, and we don't foresee any issues with plating?
No, these are not. And so the staff actually recommends approval of the requested variance.
Open to the public for variation 2403. I ask if you approach, please state your name, your address, and please limit your remarks to 3 minutes.
Hi, I'm Dr. Gregory Daniels. I represent the Shiloh Baptist Church. I'm coming to go against that particular request. I've been in that community all of my life. I'm 63 years old. And Shiloh has been my church all of my life. And I ran that community, and I just don't think that housing should come in to interfere with that. We, at the Shiloh Church, we funeralized about 90% of the African-American families here in the town. So that's traffic that we do constantly. And just to look at if one developer come in and start developing, then other developers will see the advances that they're making, and they will want to make the same thing. And before you know it, our community will be totally absorbed. And looking at the 25 and 25, it's only 50 there, and it requires more. I don't think that it should be, I guess, just overlooked to please somebody else because they want to have that. It's a requirement, and they're not meeting that requirement that they need to meet to make that build. And even with that, Shiloh is sitting right here. They want to build right here, and probably not even 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet. You got Breezy Hill Park. It would be right in the back door of that house, or homes, or whatever they want to put in there. So please hear me. I'm totally against that.
My name is Charles Haywood. I was thinking about going. My address is 506 West Newton. I got property on 220 Frank Street. Originally, I was thinking about saying yes, but thinking for a while, like Gregory was saying, it's an Afro-American neighborhood. And if somebody build a house there, it's gonna be 220 or $300,000, $400,000 house. And the African-American won't be able to afford it. Right now, they just written us out already in our neighborhood because we can't afford those houses like that, and yet still they build them in our neighborhood, and we can't afford it. We have to go somewhere else, but where can we go? All the houses they building on the south side, $400,000, $250,000. We cannot afford it. So right now, I'm against it. Thank you.
All right, sir, your name once again?
Charles Haywood.
Thank you.
Thank you. Excuse me, sir, go ahead with your name and your address.
I'm Jabrian Brown. My home address is 1016 South Catherine. I'm gonna be the one building on the 405 Street, 405 Frank Street. It is an affordable house. I've already gotten the plans and everything for it. It's a single family. It's not a huge developer. I'm beginning in it, you know. So I own that property, and I just want to build on it. I don't understand what the problem is with it. But this will be my second time doing this. I do a lot of work with my dad, and I have a friend who owns that lot. And it's actually 3 different lots. So it's 2 lots right behind it that he owns that was all sold together. So if we were able to do that, then, you know, that'll help me get my company developed. And my friend, I know he's gonna be a good tenant over there. It's gonna be affordable. That's what me and my dad does. We build houses and try to make them affordable, because like you said, houses are more expensive. So I've already gotten the plans for them, which I did. I did the plans myself. All the setbacks are there, and it's gonna be a nice place. That's all.
Thank you. Are there any more visitors who'd like to speak?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mitchell Duncan. Address is 500 Bradshaw. I do own some property there on the Frazier area as well. The only thing that I'm not really against it, I have some concerns. The concerns is about consistency. 1 block over from Frank Street, most of the property there is zoned SF7. Come back to Frank, go back over it, it's zoned SF6. Inconsistencies. So we're going to now start altering property to fit a builder's needs. If we open the door for one, we must open that door for everybody, correct? We all agree? If we're gonna let him do it, every other builder, property owner, should be able to change their variance as well. The reason I say that, I got property right down the street. So if it's approved that he can change the variance because he's missing a few feet, I'm gonna ask for the same when I come back and replat and redraw. So I'm really not against it. I just want to see consistency in the whole community. I've talked to builders, they get problems because of the SF7. But then they have a builder friend that's building on the other side, their lot's minimum 65, but they're having to do 75. Same neighborhood, few streets over. Is somebody gonna tell me why is there inconsistency in a small neighborhood like that? Anybody?
They're not allowed to review.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is just, this is not a two-way conversation.
Oh, okay, so they're just listening.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's
I can just tell y'all a good joke and you just laugh, right?
they're not ignoring you.
No, they're not ignoring that.
That's the rule of the parliament.
Okay, not a problem. But my concern is just the inconsistency. So if we're going to allow the changing of one, it must be consistent for every homeowner that has property. Every builder that comes to this city should be allowed to do the same. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other visitors who'd like to speak? If not, I'm going to go ahead and close open to the public comments, and the board is going to consider the variance.
Mr. Potts, can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
I've been out of town, but I did drive over there today, and there are houses to the left and houses to the right. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
There are houses to both.
already, okay. That's what I thought. Thank you.
I have a question. Looking at this map, can you point out exactly where the church sits?
The
Is
church
this
is
it? This is,
straight across the street. Yeah,
Okay.
straight across the street from it. Yes, ma'am.
Can I? Can I get a motion for variance, for or against variance 2403?
I move that we make a motion to approve case number VR 24-03.
I second.
Okay, let's go ahead and put it to a vote. To approve 2403, do I hear yay?
Aye.
Aye.
Nay? Motion 2403 has been approved. At this point of the meeting, we'll go ahead and adjourn the public session. Thank you. Or the session.